Hello everybody, back again, Dom G, another tutorial, and we are going on day 4, 5, 6, 7, something like that of 31 days of Dom. So today what we're going to be doing is creating a Chrome text effect in Adobe Photoshop. This is going to give us a really cool like metallic 3D-ish effect to any text that we use. So it's pretty straightforward, nothing else to pretty much say, so let's just get right into it. Alright, so right here, this is the Chrome text effect that I made. This one is already complete, but I just want to show you guys what we're aiming for when we're doing this effect. So what I'm going to do first is, of course, start me a new canvas, which I already have in another tab, and I'm going to make my background black. So after you do that, you just want to actually create your text. And use whatever font you desire. I like this font personally because it reminds me of those like throwback graphic tees from like the early 2000s. That's personally my favorite kind of style, so this is the font that I'm going to go with, but it is absolutely completely up to you. You can also do things like alter the text as far as like warping it and like shaping it and different things by coming up here to this little T with a curve and just doing different types of art. So let's see. As you can see, there's different types of things you can do with the art. You make it look a multitude of different ways. But personally, for me today, we're just going to stick with basic text just so I can show you guys how to use this technique, and then you can of course tweak it to do whatever you desire it to do. So we're just going to center that text that we have, and then we're going to get into actually creating that effect. First, what you want to do is come over to the Chrome layer or whatever you're using for your text. You want to right click it and then go to blending options. So when we come here, we're actually going to click down and go to bevel and emboss, and as you can see, it already altered our text. So what we're going to do is kind of just specify what we want that text to look like. So we come over to the layer style under bevel and emboss. Mine is kind of already set to the settings that I would typically use because I just did this text design as I showed you guys in the beginning. But this is what you want to look like. You want to do inner bevel. The technique is smooth. You want your depth all the way up to 1000%. Then you want your direction up, your size at 35, and then your soften at 5. The angle and altitude is probably already set for you guys to 90 and 30, but if not, you do want to do that. And you also want to make sure that the use global light is checked off. So then when you come to glass contour, this is honestly completely up to you guys with whichever one looks appealing to you the most. I like doing this preset right here. But there is a multitude of different types of presets you can go for depending on the style that you're looking for. I also like the last one as well, but I'm going to go with this one right here because I like that shiny effect to it. So once you do all that, you're actually also going to come down to where it says inner shadow. I'm going to check that off and also go to that section. Like I said, my settings are already set, but these are the settings you want to use. So multiply 35, 90 degrees, your distance and choke at 0, but your size at 17. And then the contour could also be whatever you like it to be, but for contour, I'm going to stick with this one right here for this specific design. So once you have all your settings together, just want to hit OK. So we have our presets pretty much done with everything we need to do to actually get that, beveled effect going on. So now we can move over into that next section, which is working on curves. So in order to do that, you're just going to select the text layer and come down here to where it says create a new group, and just hit that button. It's going to just group up everything as far as the text. So you're going to go above the group and then do a new adjustment layer, and you're just going to want to find curves. And here it's going to get a little bit tricky. You're going to have to add extra points to the curved line and just alter it to where you want it to be. So I'm going to do it until my desired effects, and it might not be the same for you. But when you do the curves, make sure you create it as a clipping mask first so that it can apply to the group layer. And then you can come over here and begin to alter it however you want to alter it. So this is pretty much where I want mine to be at. So we're pretty much done with that, but of course we're going to take it a step further. So after you do the curve, you're going to come back down to the adjustment layers and click on gradient map. When you click on gradient map, it's going to look like this. So right click the gradient map layer and then click create clipping mask. It's going to do this for you. So this is kind of the color scheme that I wanted to go for, but of course if you want to change that, you could definitely do it. Of course there's a lot of presets available, but you can also just double click, come into it, and add as many different colors as you want to it. So for instance, I could do this and then change the color to a red, right, and it would come out like this. Or I can even change this color to a green and it would look like this. So you can manipulate the colors as much as you want, but like I said before, the basic black, white, and silver effect is what I was going for. But this is pretty much how you're going to do that chrome text effect. A lot of the instructions after doing the beveling part of this is completely up to you and up to your preference and how you want this effect to look. But this is just basics on how to generally get to that point. But other than that, that's pretty much it. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope it helped you out a lot, and I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you once again, as always, for sitting down and listening to me ramble on for a very long amount of time. Don't forget, if you want to become a design pro by the end of the month, just follow me on all my social media platforms to keep up with me during 31 Days of Dime, where I will be posting a tutorial every single day in the month of December just for you. So, once again, thank you so much. I'll see y'all again tomorrow.